reception you got from your teammates after that goal?
Yeah, it was nice. I think everyone was happy. I think also for the first goal, but also that it was an important 3 points, and it kind of felt a little bit like last week when we had a lot of chances and we didn't get the 3 points. So I think everyone was just relieved to have that 2-goal cushion.
Ryan, it felt like you guys could have been up easily 4-0 by the end of that one. Talk to us about this run the team has been on and what it means to be playing at this level at this point of the season.
Yeah, I think we created a lot of chances again. Boys created a lot against Dallas and then again tonight, and we probably should have put the game out of their reach sooner, but we'd be more worried if we weren't creating the chances. But 3 clean sheets in a row in the league, I think, is a big thing for us, and it gives us a good platform to go forward.
Stuart, when I spoke when you arrived here, you talked about how back when you and Ryan were at Dundee United, Ryan was still a young player, and now playing with him as he has grown, what have you seen? How has he improved since all your time apart?
Well, back then he was very good, and he's still very good. So nothing much has changed there, and it's nice just to play with Gauld again. It's been a long time, but obviously he's a very technical player and short, intricate passing. So it's really fun to link up with him.
Building on that, Ryan, it's been a while since Dundee United, but very quickly we saw on the pitch the connection that you two had. How nice was it to be able to play with Stu and just pick up like no time has passed between now and then?
Yeah, I've always said it's good, and it's easy to play with good players and get an understanding. And I think every new player that arrives here kind of finds that themselves, that it's quite an easy group to fit into, and we're a good group to welcome new players and get them fitted in quickly. And you can see Stu's hit the ground running already, and it's just good to have another good quality player in there.
And Stu, obviously you saw the reception from your teammates, but what did you make of the reception from the fans, especially when the announcer was announcing your name and they were screaming your surname out? How did it feel for you in that moment?
Yeah, it's a really cool thing, and whenever you arrive somewhere new, you want to do well, you want to fit in with the team, you want the guys to like you, not only as a player but as a person. As Goldie said, they've been so welcoming since I've come in. Everyone's been so nice, players, staff, and also the fans, the reception, and everything. It's just been great so far.
And then the last one for me, Stu, you obviously hit the ground running here, and you mentioned how the group of lads is really easy to fit into. But what have you made about fitting into the squad from like a tactical point of view, knowing the way that Vanny likes to play, and how have you made of training with the team and getting to understand that identity?
Yeah, it's taken me a bit of time, I think, because of the fitness as well. Obviously, there's some tactical changes of things that I'm not quite used to, and that always takes a bit of time. At this stage of the season, you don't have the luxury of time, so I'm trying to learn as fast as possible and integrate myself into sort of the tactics and the style of play when I do get some minutes.
Stu, you came on in the 84th minute. How was the match fitness?
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, you want to play some more minutes. I think we were ready from like the 78th, but the ball just wouldn't go out of play. It's one of those ones. It's getting there week by week. You can't hurry these things along. You just need to play minutes in matches, and hopefully over the next few weeks that happens more and more.
Playing in Southampton, I imagine you would not have had a lot of long road trips. The team's going to Houston and Southern California this week. So what do you know about the travel, the long plane rides? What are you expecting for your first road trip?
I'm looking forward to it. I think obviously travel's a big thing here. We're one of the furthest points away. Obviously it's a bit more than I'm used to, but obviously I've had that experience in international football, flying long hours on planes, and it's something you get accustomed to over the years. So I think the club look after you as a player when you travel, so I'm sure it'll be okay.
Last question, or we good?
guys, the next two games, both Houston and LA have big wins tonight. Difficult opponents to play on. I think the last time played Houston was here, and they showed how good they were. I mean, when particularly Ryan, when you look at these next two games and how big of a test they are, plus the fact that there's 6 pointers in the Western Conference standings, what kind of application and discipline is going to need to be applied here to be able to get results there?
Yeah, they're big games. You see how tight it is between. I think Galaxy kind of separated themselves tonight, but between say second and sixth, seventh, there's not much points. So every point counts, and we've seen when Houston were here how good a team they are. So it'll just take the same work ethic, the same intensity to try and get a result. And these are the teams that if we want to go far, we're going to have to beat. So it's good to face up to them now and really test ourselves.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
All right. Thank you.
Guys.